I mean, trust me, mate. If you actually know what you're doing, if you actually know why you are doing it, you're gonna succeed. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off. There you go. Why do we climb? Why do we try? Why do we reach so far? Why do we aim so high? Why do we dream of a change? Why do we break the mold? Why do we chase the fire? Why do we fight the cold? And in it all, why asks us why? I mean, there are a lot of whys, aren't there? But let's take the simple word why and identify its meaning in our current era. In today's modern life, the word why is currently used to cry, nag, associate, and abuse certain things that are going wrong in our lives. Miss, why did I get this question wrong? Why is it even wrong? Commonly heard, isn't it? But what if I told you that we are standing today in a world that isn't driven but by what you do, but by the relentless questions of why you do it? I mean, pretty complex, isn't it? Let's take a smaller look. Why should I study hard? Why should I open this business? And why should I take care of my personal health? Just direct questions that make us as human organizers identify our perspectives, identify our ambitions and goals behind the things we are planning to do. Okay, now let's take a small look into our reality. Throughout my teenage life, and especially in my mid-school years, I used to go fight in school. I used to fight for education. I used to fight for the school life. And I used to go back home, study, read a novel, play on my Xbox, or even go journal. But you might say that, oh, come on, Joseph. These things are the normal things that every teenager, every school lifer should experience. But in reality, in fact, that was wrong. I looked like a function that was lost on a coordinate. I looked like a hiker without a clear compass hiking Mount Everest. I was really lost. I was lost in the reality of the life. I was lost in the coordinates of the math world and the sciences, until I discovered myself hinting in the life of this simple theory, the circle theory. This visual explains how most successful people, how 69% of the famous companies search for the answers of their whys before searching of the answers of their whats and hows. So basically, questions and questions and questions always thrive throughout our minds. We think of questions more than their answers, but famous, successful people always try to ask themselves, why are we doing certain stuff? Why are we doing a certain thing? And why are we even starting a certain business or a certain company? But now you might ask me, why should we even think about this? Why should we use these techniques that they are using in our real life? Well, the answer is simple. The answer is clear. By thinking that deeply, by thinking of why we should do certain things, we get deeper motivations into our ambitions and into our realities. We clearly get what do we want out of the life and out of the experiences and the actions we are attempting to do. Okay, now things are getting really hard, I know. It is obviously really crucial to think why we are doing certain things. It is critically important to think behind the ambitions we are thriving for before doing certain actions. But I mean, I do know that it is really difficult to develop our mindsets and our thoughts into these realities and these techniques. But just remember that your thought, your simple thought, is always half of your action. Remember to always ask yourself why. Always ask yourself about your ambitions and goals. And remember to always ask yourself, pourquoi? Pour qui? Warum? Naden. Why?